Hey guys, I'm Marley and I'm excited to be back and bring you another episode of Cheat Codes. We have a lot to cover, so we're gonna jump right in. Today, we're reviewing everything credit scores. A credit score is a portrait of someone's credit history made up by several factors. This number is placed on a scale to help lenders determine how likely you are to pay your debts. The credit score scale runs from 300 to 850. This number determines the kind and amounts of loan that you can get. There are 5 factors that make up your credit score. The first and most important piece of your credit score is your payment history. This accounts for roughly 35% of your score, which, if you think about it, makes sense. If you've been responsible with your payments in the past, then you can probably be trusted to make those payments in the future. Avoid late payments at all costs, as that can drop your score. The next factor is amounts owed, or what some call credit utilization. This factor makes up 30% of your score. Now, to explain this, I need to mention that credit scores are built on actually borrowing and paying back, or showing that you're good at repaying credit. Not using credit is almost worse than using tons of it. With credit utilization, you want to show that you can handle a reasonable amount of debt without going off the rails or not being able to pay. The next factor is the length of your credit history, which makes up 15% of your score. This one is easy. The longer you've been borrowing, the better. Simple as that. The fourth factor is types of credit. This looks at how many different lines of credit you're using. Things like car loans, credit card loans, and eventually home loans will all factor into your credit score. The fifth and final factor is new credit. New credit takes into account how often you take on credit that you don't need. For example, if you have credit cards at 6 of your favorite stores, it might actually hurt your credit score because, well, let's face it, do you really need all of those credit cards? Now that you know the 5 factors of a credit score, you can start taking steps to make sure that you have a great credit score. Be sure to follow Cheat Codes on YouTube and IGTV for more financial tips and tricks. That's all for me in this episode. Marley out.